What Nerdigans? This is the one and only Packer Girl 89 of Nerdigans, and today's anime Nerdigan live reaction video is going to be for Captain Tsubasa Junior Youth Arc Episode 2 titled A Pro Player. But before I get into this, let me just remind you to hit that like, share, and subscribe buttons. And because, of course, this channel, let alone this video, are not sponsored. If you love what we're doing and want to help keep this operation alive and kicking so we can keep bringing you more anime and manga content, whether it be news, analysis, or live reactions like this one, feel free to hit up our Cash App and PayPal. Links are in the description box below. So, well, for how my anime live reactions work is basically because I'm not sponsored, and the last thing I need is a copyright strike, especially when YouTube is investigating why I have a major drop in views. I can't show anything on the screen. However, something I am considering doing, if you look at my community tab, you'll see the poll for this. I'm considering making anime a Patreon exclusive, because that way I can actually show the anime and the manga side by side on the screen, and you guys could get a better look at the, at what I'm talking about, especially in terms of comparisons. So I'm considering doing that, but I need to know that there's a demand for it. So make sure you guys vote in the poll. In regards to the Patreon page, which I have not updated in a very long time, I'm working on updating it. I'll probably really get into it on Monday. So the more people that support me on Patreon and will obviously agree to wanting me to do this, you will get it, and also it'll make me even more motivated to cover more anime up in there as well. But anyways, when it comes to art and animation for anime live reactions, well, I have been very much spoiled by the ongoing modern manga renaissance, and, well, it's made me extremely picky and stingy about how I want my art, and that's across the board, whether it be anime, manga, or manga. You can watch any of my live reactions, you will see it. Now, in terms of writing, whether it be dialogue, storyboarding, / order of events, I'm a lot more lenient, because I understand that as much as I don't like it, the dialogue's not going to be one-to-one with the edition of the manga that I have. However, as long as it's within Takahashi's intent, fine. I will be okay with it. The other thing is in regards to the writing / storyboarding, obviously this is a more modern interpretation of Captain Tsubasa. So yeah, we're not going to see like Cold War elements and stuff like that. It kind of frustrates me that they went this route. But in terms, oh god, I'm not happy with the content that's been skipped. I am not happy with it. But here's my thing, though. As long as the episode is flowing okay and it's not feeling disjointed, plus content not being skipped, I'll be okay with it. However, if it is disjointed and there's a lot of content skipped, I'm going to be furious, because we didn't have this issue with David Productions, so there's no excuse for this. None. But anyways, where we're starting off this week's episode is going to be the adaptation of, where we left off. Page 69 of Chapter 86's adaptation of the original Captain Tsubasa manga. So without further ado, let's get to it. I wish, it frustrates me, because I wish Schneider's Ball looked a lot better, especially when you compare it to what we got with David Productions. Oh my god, it frustrates me, man. It does. But something that's not frustrating me, and I love this a lot, is Wakashimizu's reaction to this. Oh my god, I love the facial expression, and I love the background and the art style being used. However, this is a serious problem going on up in here. Is the eyes have been looking really, really weird and a little bit too round, or not round, excuse me, too ovular, there we go, oval shaped, when they're supposed to be like more, what's the word, well, they're ovals upward when they're supposed to be down here, and it's really, really irritating me, especially because from what we saw, last time I covered Captain Tsubasa, it really affected the facial expressions and didn't capture Takahashi's beautiful art, especially when, obviously when it came to the facial expressions. But anyways, I'm hoping, as I said, I'm hoping we're going to get more backgrounds. Oh my God, I hope we get more backgrounds like this. Oh God. And this pretty art style here too. I want more of that, and I want slow motion. Give me that. God, I miss David Productions. I really do. That close-up at the 19-second mark. Oh my God. See, this is the shadowing I was talking about last video, is that was missing, and oh, it looks so good. Oh my God, it looks good. I love this transition into Wakashimizu's flashback of, training with Hyoga. Oh, I love this. I want more like stuff like this, please. Seriously. Okay, that dive at like the 26-second mark, man, it looks stiff. It does. Let me make sure I'm right on that. Yeah, it looks a little stiff. A little way too stiff for my liking, especially in the lower half of the body. It's really looking stiff. Oh my God, this art. This is what I want. I feel like this is stuff. I feel like they're using David Productions shots here. That's what it looks like. It's definitely stuff from David Productions from 2018. And God, does it look good. Oh my God, I fucking miss David Productions. Oh, seriously, Studio Kai, what you need to do is use a good chunk of that budget to get at least some of the animators from the 2018 team on here, because God, it needs it bad. Oh my God, it really does. I love how as Wakashimizu is talking, I love that the music is perfect for this too. I love that we're the camera is zooming in more and more. Oh, I love it. And again, the shading here looks so good. This is what I want. More of this. More of this, please. We'll see where they're going with this opening placement, but I feel like that opening placement should have been right before, talking about going to France. Oh God, why would you not do that? Unless this is going to be a transition to the Misaki Taro content, aka my favorite character in this series. Oh my God, please tell me this is where we're going with this. And yes, I know we got the modern technology here. God, it still bugs me. Oh, I wish we were freaking back in the 80s. I'm not sorry for saying this. I'm gonna try not to bitch about it as much, but I think this is going to probably be the last time I do it, unless it's like really even worse than this. I hate how Tsubasa's eyes look. It just, again, it doesn't give. If you look at the manga and see it, you see how his eyes are a little bit rounder and less ovular shaped like this, and it gives like more life to the characters' faces. And it really is just, it looks so stiff. I don't like it. So after the opening song, we get to Schneider's father going to, his mother's place and place of employment. And that is on page 75 of chapter 86's adaptation of the manga. I'm really torn on this placement, man. This would have been such a good place to get to the French content, to see Misaki Taro and then get back into the game. You could have had this instead of no, I feel like you have to have the Tsubasa content there, talking about France, and then transition to a shot of Misaki Taro, and then after the opening song, get into his content. I don't understand why they didn't do that. That was so dumb. You could have done something, again, it could have flowed really well too, and I would have gotten my baby right away. Again, I am biased. I love Misaki so much. He's my boy. Let's eat French today. Was skipped. Okay, I have to go on a tangent here because this will piss me off if I don't. Something that's been a problem, and especially in Bleach 1000-Year Blood War, it's very guilty of this, is and this scene is a good example of it too, is that this scene here with Schneider's mom going out, it's all animated. All it needed was the dialogue. Why would you just not have the dialogue here? It makes no fucking sense. It's just like 2 fucking lines. It's weird. Okay, I feel like this skips some gameplay here, because after, and this is at the 3-minute 12-second mark, it skips to page 78 of chapter 86's adaptation of the manga. Oh god, I really hope the content for Schneider is here, the narration and the announcer and whatnot. My boy is looking stiffer than a motherfucker. Dude, this movement, man, is just bad. It's so stiff, and it's killing me, man. And also, again, the Sakuga that David Productions gave us is just, the background's there. Let's be real. The background is there, but God, that flow, that lightness, it's just not here, and it really is very frustrating. So after the block goal, it jumps back to the page 77's adaptation of the manga. This was a choice. This was a fucking choice. I do not like this. You should have just, this is one of those things where after, in this case with the Schneider's father, it should have transitioned back into, and you could have had like a side-by-side kind of thing with the transition, a sliding transition back into to Schneider playing, and it would have worked so much better. I really, this was like I said, this was a choice. This was a bad choice. Oh my god. Okay, now this here. At like the 3-minute 19 second mark, when Schneider, well, first of all, before that, when Schneider was about to make the shot, that was stiff. But the next shot, when we got the close-up, god, the close-ups have been great. But man, like obviously from like the shoulder, chest up, we've gotten some great stuff, but like full body shots, and hell, even from the hip up, half body shots, it just has been very stiff, and that, again, this frustrates me. When Schneider passes the ball, this is what I'm best example, at least right now, of how stiff this is. Because in the manga, when he makes the kick, you see him bent down, and for the most part, the lower body I'm not having issues with. It's from the hip up that's really driving me nuts. Because you have Schneider going like this. He's like practically dabbing. And you see his head like bent down as well, and like into his arm when he's doing it, and we don't have that here. He just looks so fucking stiff. And also when he does it, his body, you see like the full number 10, it's like facing the reader here, so it's like halfway showing, and god, it just the way the arms play straight up, the other arms play straight up instead of like here, is really, again, making it stiff. I'm really let down by this, man. And also, again, you could have done some really cool art here. I would have loved to seen, like, again, I wish David Productions was here. I would have liked to see some JoJo realness going on up in here. That would have been so perfect for this. Okay, Crunchyroll, I think it's Crunchyroll localizing this. Why did you have Schneider call him a goalie, Wakashimizu a goalie, when he literally, and I can hear him say this, he says keeper? Why? These fucking localizers, man. But god, another thing that's missing here is that aura, that fiery aura of Schneider's. I would have loved to seen this here. Where is the aura? Where is the fire? Why? Why can't we get this? Well, we did miss Wakabayashi saying, and god, again, the manga does a really good job of transitions, but this would have been so good to have Wakabayashi say, bring Japan, and then transition back into the captain's, to Tsubasa's content. That would have been nice. Okay, so the convo about Misaki is on page 77 of chapter 85's adaptation of the manga. This is where I am annoyed. You could have had this full conversation prior to the opening song and then show a shot of Misaki and then go into the opening song. Why? Why? This storyboarding frustrates me because now it makes the episode feel disjointed, at least in my opinion. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe last episode skipped all content about Misaki, including when Kazo saw what was going down in France, and I think this was in the airport, right? Yeah, this was in the airport that he saw this. Again? Man, again, this is just frustrating. Why? Why can't we have the Misaki content where it should be? And as I said, right before the opening song, after you had the Misaki dialogue, you could have just shown that shot of Misaki in France. But it's very annoying. I'm sorry, I thought it was in chapter 85, but no, I found it. It's way later up in here. It's like after the game. It's still during the Germany game. And it's on page 22 of chapter 89's adaptation of the manga. Oh, no, it is after the game. Okay. But, again, I wouldn't mind the change if it was before the opening song, but it is what it is. But now we're getting to the flashback here. Let's see how good it looks. And, of course, we don't get the Misaki content. Why? This would have been the perfect transition. Again, this should have... I'm going to keep repeating myself here because I need to emphasize this. This stuff about the Golden Kami and you know, how they need Misaki and all that. That should have been before the opening song and transition into like a shot of Misaki in France, and then after the opening song, get into the Misaki content that was skipped from chapter 86, starting there. That's what should have happened. Hold up, did they skip Akashimizu like throwing the ball and just jumped into Matsuyama's content? Well, it's also, I think it, yeah. Okay, where this is in chapter 87, page 2 of chapter 87. That's where this is. Why? Oh. Skipping this, man. Let's Go Markin' was skipped. This was skipped, was this line here, with the, an image of the team behind Matsuyama, which is, play for us well in Europe, Captain. Yeah. It is what it is, but goddamn. Again, I'm trying not to bitch too much because this video will be hella long if I keep doing this. But, the running, man. It's running. Dude, what's sad is the Captain Tsubasa video game has better movement than this. That is sad. Gongers is giving you hair helmet realness, because in the manga, you see his hair move to the, I believe it's the right? Yeah, it moves to the right. Here, it's just like, brr, and like a little bit of movement at the bottom, which is, nah, this is unacceptable, man. Now, this is where Studio Kai brings me back in here, because at like the 5-minute, like 37, 38 second mark, we have one of the twins, commenting on Wakabayashi reading their moves, and I love how he's like how Wakabayashi is. Actually, you know what? I wish it was switched where Wakabayashi's in the background reading their moves, kind of like a hawk kind of thing, and then and then see the brother, one of the Tachibana twins fly. That was a missed opportunity, because then you could have had like this beautiful thing going on where they're possibly going to meet each other in the sky. Like, you could have done something really cool like that. And I know David Productions would have done some really cool shit with that. This close-up of Hyoga, again, these close-ups are just where Studio Kai is shining. It's just so freaking beautiful. My only issue with Hyoga is the bangs. I wish they were just a little bit longer, but other than that, this looks fabulous. Okay, when Schneider is stealing the ball, whew, again, it is stiffer than a mofo, and also I would have liked to seen slow-mo here. David Productions, come back, seriously. Come back for season 3. Come back for the next arc. I swear, it needs to happen. David Productions, you need to make this happen. Let's see. Hyoga, you're all wait, you're all right. Hyoga was skipped. Again, like these reactions are getting better, but God, I wish it was we caught this shit more from just the neck up. Or not the neck, the chest up. I wish it was more. We got more of this. But Jesus, this is beautiful at the 8-minute 31-second mark. Like, I am digging that. Background is beautiful. The shading is fantastic. Again, the bangs are too short. They need to be longer because usually one of Hyoga's eyes is covered. So that's why I'm like, yeah. But man, this, and the eyes are just fucking killing me too. But God, everything else here looks really nice. And yes, I will say it too. I'm trying not to bitch too much about the eyes, but God. I do like the side-by-side with Wakabayashi and Hyoga and the color contrast. I love it. I love when we get stuff like this. This inner monologue was skipped. Again, I don't know why. I don't know if it's the home of soccer, but I'll win against them. I'll win against them. Why? Why was this skipped? The inner monologues have been good so far here. That's why I'm like, why are you skipping inner monologues now? Why was this skipped too? Because there's this too. Wakabayashi, what did they just say just now? We're word in Gewinen will win. Could have taught the people German, but this here is also skipped from Schneider before he kicks the ball, which is then I will make all Japan's defeat definite with a third goal. And then we get the fire shot. Yeah. And that Schneider is always merciless in a mat. Oh, God, I hope that line isn't skipped. That will bother the hell out of me because Schneider doesn't fuck around. Okay, the fire shot this time around was missing line work that would, and even a little shading that would have given that extra oomph. And again, I've got to try not to complain too much about this. I think I'm going to mention it at the beginning of each live reaction from now on. A huge problem is that lack of slow motion, man. Ooh, it would have been, the way David Productions did it was just so sick. It's really a letdown. Let me know in the comments if this line is okay in the other localizations and it's just the English. Of course, it's always the fucking English localization that does this. Because, Wakashimizu, instead of saying "let's go," or what he says here is, "I won't take any more goals. We'll win, guys." Captain Hyoga. Yeah, instead, in the anime, at least the English version here, or the English subtitles, it says, "Let's do this, guys." Why the fuck would? I'm not happy with this. This could have been. I really hope that this is just the English localization doing this shit. Please, please say this is in the Spanish, the French, Portuguese. Please say it's in those versions, and the German, and the French. I said French. But you know what I mean, because those localizations are usually pretty accurate. I'm hoping this line's going to be here, but I'm going to read it anyway. This line was skipped. Right, guys, that's the spirit. Europe's #1 junior youth team only scored 2 goals in the first half. It's a good performance. That was skipped. For now, anyway. Again, we could have had the Misaki Taro content here. We could have had this and then transitioned back into this game. Hell, you could have given me an hour-long... Again, this is why I wish... oh, God, I wish if we had a Susanoo Fragrance situation and had, like, a 2-hour premiere, I would have been so much happier with that. But no, we can't... Just can't win. This was skipped. It's not over yet. Yeah, get up, Wakabayashi was skipped. But God... I really wish Studio Kai would be utilizing these backgrounds here, especially when Wakabayashi, with each hit Wakabayashi is getting. God damn it, Kai, why? Why? And by the way, this is kind of why I want to do Patreon exclusives for anime live reactions, because God, it's just frustrating. I wish the scratches were more visible, and hell, even a little bit more. Was it bloody here in the face? Yeah, the scratches. You could see, because you could see the scratches when the shot was zoomed out, and it's supposed to be all over his uniform is supposed to be scuffed, but well, he's not technically wearing it. Is he wearing the jersey? No, I don't think he's just wearing a regular shirt here, and at least in the manga. I don't mind the jersey being there, in all honesty, but the hair helmet realness, yeah, that I do mind. But yeah, he's position wise he is stiff, because in the manga his legs are separated a little bit more. And I believe, yeah, and it's supposed to be like his arm is supposed to be bent, and the one, obviously, his right arm is supposed to be bent like at an angle, and it's bent. You notice how it's like this. Oh, sorry. You notice how it's more like this instead of it's not that, instead of this. And his hand is supposed to be a little bit higher on his chest. Then you have his left arm, which is supposed to be further. It's supposed to be bent at an angle. Here, it's like you don't see the bend in the elbow at all. It's like straight, which again is a huge problem. Where is the aura? Where is the backgrounds? Come on! Even the player's shots were stiffer than hell. Oh my god! Okay, when Schneider is kicking the ball kicking his shot at Wakabayashi, this time it's a little bit better, but his leg is in the wrong spot. I know I'm extremely stingy about this, but we didn't have these as much of a problem with this, like with David Productions, but his leg is supposed to be like straight and leaning out, that and his legs are supposed to be a little bit wider apart. Yeah, that's why I'm like, God, the JoJo realness of it all, man. And also his body's supposed to be turned just a little more so you could see the number 10. But the arms look a lot better this time, except the one is kind of bent back a little bit when it should be like this. But whatever. This was skipped. It had nothing. It had nothing in common with the other players' shoots. These were true shoots. Schneider did dozens of shoots this day, and I couldn't stop a single one. I went to obviously it's not West Germany anymore, but I went to I went to Germany for this man Schneider. My objective was to stop this man's shoots. Germany's Wakaki Kode, Karl-Heinz, oh my god, I fucked this up. My objective was to stop this man's shoots. In the manga it says here, West Germany's Wakaki Kote, aka Young Emperor, Karl-Heinz Schneider. The other thing that's kind of bugged me with this flashback, the art and animation didn't give like that feel of a flashback, if that makes sense, because we've had beautiful flashback in animation in other series as well, and like again, like with Bleach, for example. But this, no ma'am, this just ain't given. Okay, I just wanted to make sure he has the right hair color, because in the manga it doesn't look like it would be blonde. It looks like it would be like a brown color, but the anime has him with blonde hair and blue eyes. That's like, and yeah, yeah, that's right. Yeah. Okay, that I feel better by checking that. But yeah, we got Italia here. Sick. Again, says that you can hear Tsubasa saying that that he's a keeper. He's not just a goalie. I don't understand. He's probably saying, by the way, I hear the keeper, but he's probably saying goalkeeper in the Japanese dub. Another difference here is, and this is at like the 10-minute, 50-second mark when after they got their the team got their pep talk, the Japan team gets up and cheers. They're not sitting down. What the fuck is this? And they're beat the fuck up too. Let's Go Wakabayashi and Come Hyoga was skipped, and I wanted to see that. It's supposed to say here this was skipped. Our captain and ace striker Hyoga Kojiro. After that, that's it. I won't let. And then we get the I won't let you. But I hope this. If it, I can't remember if it's a tiger shot or not. But if it is a tiger shot, I hope it looks better than it did last week. No! Why can't you just reuse the footage from David Productions? Because again, I gotta compare this, and I did on Twitter as well. That you look at David Productions' Tiger and how gorgeous it was. I think it was you guys correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that one was hand drawn or a mixture of hand drawn and CGI. And if it was CGI, you could not tell. It was beautiful. It was giving you like Ed Hardy tattoo realness. But here, holy shit, this is ugly. Oh my god, I hate this tiger shot so fucking much. It looks terrible. That catch was not, though. That catch from Wakabayashi was good, but Jesus Christ, that tiger looks like it belongs in, like, Beast Wars. And that was back in the 90s and 2000s. That is bad. Is this budgeting, or what is going on here? The Tachibana's injury. This is what I wanted more of. Thank God we got injury art and animation. It looks fantastic. It could look better because we could have seen, like, the part of the body, like the x-ray part of the body, have an x-ray kind of thing and see, like, the actual musculature or the bone or whatnot be affected. That would have been nice, but can't get everything I want. That fire shot looked a lot better for the third goal. It looked, and this is like at the 13-minute, like 5-6 second mark. It looked a lot better, but man, I wish we would have had that beautiful slow-mo that we had in 2018. What? Hold on. This is, nah. Why is Marie saying, in the English subtitle, saying Carl when you could hear in the, Marie's dialogue in the anime and in the manga as well, she says brother. Like, why? This was skipped, and I'm kind of sad it was. Japan's fighting spirit has lost against Schneider. He's really, well, obviously Germany instead of West Germany. West Germany's Wakaki Kode, aka, Young Emperor. And then he thinks, I did it, Marie, and then we get to the Tsubasa content here, and I'm really sad that it wasn't here. That fire aura for Schneider after Tsubasa recognized him was beautiful. But I wish Schneider looked as badass in that shot too. I don't know what the fuck happened. This was skipped as well. Useless, too strong. We didn't score a first goal. It's the opposite. And then I think that's. Okay, let's see what we got here. Now this is a flashback sequence that I slash recap that I love. And of course, I'm going to love it even more because they're using David Productions footage. And God, it just, I really want shit like this in season 2 as well. Oh. Instead of, Tsubasa thinking, yeah, Wakabayashi, he looks so freaking stupid. Oh my god. But Schneider, on the other hand, at the 14-minute, 21-second mark, gorgeous. Love it. It's actually a great contrast to Tsubasa, who is because you've got this beautiful lighting and have Tsubasa being that hope for Japan. And then with Schneider, it really does reflect his concern. And I feel like the color kind of with the white on the face, how the lighting is on the face for Schneider, kind of reflects maybe his intrigue or his interest in Tsubasa. Let me know in the comments what you think. I love Wakabayashi's inner monologue, his reaction to Tsubasa not coming in. This is what I want more of. Wakabayashi is supposed to say here as well to Hyoga, or just in response in general. I told you I'm 100% sure that All Japan can't win without Tsubasa. I like seeing the plays, how Tsubasa looks transparent, and we're seeing the plays going on the field, despite it being stiffer than a motherfucker. But I actually kind of like this. I just wish it was freaking animated better. Oh my god. Okay, this from the announcement was, or the commentary, excuse me, was skipped. All Japan is motivated again. They attack. Hyoga is dribbling on his own. And then this is skipped too. Hyoga is breaking through. Then a pass. Nice judgment. That was skipped. I love the injury, Wakashimizu's injury here. I love that before we see the blood coming out of his hand, like, out of his hands, we see like a splatter of blood, and with the black background, and then it widens to see we see Wakashimizu injured. This background is everything too. My main issue that I have here with the injury is the blood looks like shit. I hate how the blood is looking. Also, we're not seeing like blood on the glove. And again, the helmet hair realness is just killing me, man. But I'm curious what you guys think. Okay, like a little after the 17-minute mark, we get to chapter 88's adaptation of the manga. Something I haven't said, and I need to say it. This soundtrack is just poppin'. I love it. I said it like last video I did for Captain Tsubasa, but god, this soundtrack is slapping. I think that's and of course the voice acting for the most part is good, but man, the soundtrack and the voice acting and at times the art animation is popping. But art animation's not popping like it did with 2018, obviously, but we are getting good moments at least. This is skipped. Don't worry, I won't chill out. I will face the ball in his shoots. And then it gets to the match goes on. But I'm hoping we get back to the soccer. But when we get the Tsubasa and Mitsuki conversation is on page 7 of chapter 88's adaptation of the manga. But god, I wish some of the backgrounds for Tsubasa are just not there, and that really. They're there for everyone else, but just not Tsubasa, apparently. Okay, good. Throughout this dialogue, we are seeing the plays that are occurring on the field. We're just not going to get, I'm guessing we're just not going to get the commentary here. But we'll see. We'll wait and see what's going to happen here. Okay, this was the commentary that was skipped here. But yeah, it's yes, let's go. Yes, let's go, Hamburg, and then come on, All Japan. All Japan managed to retrieve its fighting spirit, but the wall of Europe's #1 Hamburg is too thick. Come on, Wakashimizu. Schneider, Kaltz, and all the other good players of the Hamburg 11 are rampant, stopping their breakthrough. Useless and useless. And Schneider has a 100% rate with his shoots. All Japan's keeper Morisaki can only barely follow the shoots. Then of course that's it, Schneider, brother. Shit, useless. Morisaki. Yeah. Hyoga's reaction here, the art and animation for it, oh my god, it's so good. I like this effect. It gives the symbolism for Hyoga feeling hopeless at this point, and god, is it beautiful. And there's like that small like light on his shoulder, and technically like on his it's his shoulder, And you can make the argument that it's on his back a little bit. That's obviously got to symbolize like the sliver of hope that's left in this match. So it's on the lighting now. Seeing it further at the 19-minute, like 14-second mark, you're seeing the light on his face, and his shoulders as well. But God, and the hair too, obviously. I love this. How that light. After, the light shined on Hyoga's face to give that symbolism of hope, then when he's about to kick the goal, you get that red background, and it's like, yes, the spark. I'm the spark. Yeah, and these reaction shots from the shoulder up, or the chest up, it's just looking so good. Okay, the punch that freaking punch from Wakabayashi to Hyoga. The background was there, but like in the manga, you see like bigger like fireworks in the background. Yeah, and also there's this beautiful lightning effect. Oh. But otherwise, it's okay. Okay, good. That I had to just double check to make sure the hat flew off. But yeah, I think the spark that's bothering me. They're both bothering me. I thought it was only going to be Wakabayashi's, but yeah, I don't like that they're just like balls of light when in the manga it's like sparks of lightning, and you have the lightning in the background too, which is missing. But the blue, I don't know how I feel about this color palette, especially with the splatters. I kind of wish the splatters were a little bit, I don't know, maybe a little bit lighter, or just a different color in general. It's just not working for me because the way it's done in the manga is just so pretty. It's badass as hell too. It feels like it's just, when you see this, it's like something's missing. And also, you're not seeing the wound on Hyoga's face after getting punched, but the positioning is actually good. I don't think it's stiff this time. No, even the hair for Hyoga needs more hair up on his head. That is kind of a problem. But Wakashimizu actually, why do I say Wakashimizu? Wakabayashi actually looks good here. I'm very pleased, but the hair. And yeah, the spark. And actually, now that I'm looking at it again, there's supposed to be like a couple more like fireworks at the bottom of the screen, and it's not there. That so close, so close. And yeah, you got the split and the lightning behind Hyoga's legs, and it's. The problem with this one behind Hyoga's leg here in the anime is it doesn't have that same curvature going on, and it's not branching out the way it should. Well, at least we somewhat see Hyoga's injury, but this was skipped. This is serious. As soon as the match ended, there was a fuss. There was a fray between Hyoga and Wakabayashi. The bangs are on the wrong side. They are. It's supposed to be no, wait. No, yeah, it's supposed to be on the other side of his face. It's not supposed to be there. And I think it's supposed to... Is it supposed to be longer? There's supposed to be a little bit more fluff going on, but for the most part, even the eyes look good. Oh, I'm happy with how these eyes look. But God, this art style is beautiful. Ugh. And it actually, when I say it matches the manga, for the manga does something else that is really cool, where it like transitions into Hyoga's depression. I like how it transitions there, and I wish Kai would have done it here. But God, I love this color palette. This color palette is perfect because it, of course, it symbolizes depression. And if that's rain in the background, like I think it is, it just makes me think of when Hyoga trained against the ocean. Then we get the fire behind Wakabayashi and that beautiful color palette. Woo! I live that fire. And because I'm looking at I had to look and see if we got any after credit scenes. Something. You know what would have been sick? If, remember, for those of you that watch Bleach 1000 Year Blood War, the separation at the end, in the after credits for like the first few episodes, I believe, or at least a good chunk of the episodes, we saw Ichigo. I'm spoiling it. Deal with it. We saw Ichigo become the Soul King, and God, if you were to give me the Misaki content like at the after the credits, I would be happy with that too. Like see Misaki's journey after the credits and just do like little pieces of it. But I really hope that before we get into the Italian content that we're going to get, at least at the start of next episode, we will get the Misaki content. Otherwise, I think what's going to happen is in chapter, I believe it's 89, but by the way, we're ending in chapter 88. Let me give you the page for that too while I'm thinking about it. It's page 28 of chapter 88's adaptation of the manga, but where we get the reminder to campaign to go do a campaign for France for to grab Misaki. And this is like in chapter 89. After they got their ass whooped by Illy. If that scene, after the declaration that they're going to go get Misaki transitions into the Misaki content, I would be happy with that too. I'll be okay with that. I wish it was this episode. Oh, I wish it was this episode that we got it. But yeah, if we get the Misaki content after Italy whoops their asses, then okay, I could see that. But I don't think we're gonna get it. If we get it in episode 4, I'd love to see it at the beginning of episode 4. Like, see a little bit of Misaki in France. That would be sick if we got it before the opening song. And then it could transition into the rest of chapter 88's adaptation of the manga. And hell, even a little bit of chapter 89. It's probably going to be chapter 88, the rest of chapter 88 and chapter 89, at least. But God, what I would give to just see like some Misaki content up in there at the beginning of the episode before the opening song, and at the end of the episode. And hell, you could do maybe an after credit scene too. But that's what I would like to see. I know I would also like to see Misaki just have his own episode and have it be for episode 5. If we just get a shot of Misaki at the end of episode 4 and then get into Misaki's content in episode 5, I'll be okay with that too. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, what you guys thought of this episode. Do I think this episode was better than the first couple of episodes? I like that Studio Kai is utilizing backgrounds more, but God, that fucking tiger shot, man, it just looks so bad. So bad. And also, as I've been saying throughout this whole thing, the stiffness is just killing me. And the lack of like slow motion and like beautiful, like perfect frozen moments of like when here in this case it would be when Hyoga and Schneider clash. Like that would be so amazing if we got that. But my gut feeling is telling me, and I'm really hoping this is the case, that Studio Kai is putting the majority of the budget into when we actually get into the World Youth stuff, or not World Youth, Junior Youth. You know what I mean, when the team is back together, and that's where I think they're going to be using their budget, or they better be using their budget. Oh my God, I hope so. I really do. But I'm going to actually ask my Aniplex insider if, because he's been in the industry for a while, I'll ask him if he knows anything about Studio Kai. Because, my God, I need to know if it's a clusterfuck like it is with Bug Films. Oh my God. If you want to know about a true clusterfuck, and this is why Zom 100 keeps getting delayed, that's Bug Films. But anyways, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, what you guys think. And remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdigans Inc. Love what we're doing and want to help keep this operation alive and kicking so we can keep bringing you more Captain Tsubasa content, including Rising Sun. A few ways you could do that: donate to our Cash App, PayPal, and obviously If you want me to do Patreon exclusives for Captain Tsubasa, don't become a member on Patreon. I'm gonna, as I said earlier, I'm gonna update it on finally update it tomorrow. That's in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow us on Twitter, Twitch, Discord, friend us on PlayStation Network. That's in the description box below as well. Till next time, Nerdigans, I will be seeing you later. Bye.